I cleared a space on the desk, but nothing really changed. The page is open wide, still pulling me nowhere. I read the first line slowly, then lose it halfway through. My eyes keep moving forward, but nothing settles in. There's a drifting kind of noise, not loud but hard to place. It circles in the background and never really leaves. I pause without deciding if I should push ahead or let the moment pass me and sit here instead. I reach for something nearby just to shift the air a bit. A small click, then a low tone spreads into the room. It doesn't try to lead me, it stays out of the way. But somehow all the tension loosens just a little. I'm not ready, not quite yet, but closer than before. The sound moves underneath me, steady and quiet still, not asking for attention, just filling empty space. I sit a little straighter, not thinking why I do. The page is still the same, but easier to look at. I stay with this small rhythm, not calling it a start, just letting things align without forcing any part. I'm not fully in it, but I'm not outside too. Somewhere in the middle feels easier to hold. The page is still open, the pen is still here. I move just a little closer without making it clear. The pencil leaves a soft mark, nothing to define, just enough to follow, just enough to stay. I press a little lighter so it doesn't break again. The edge is wearing down faster than before. There's a small pile forming just beside my hand, thin curls of faded gray. I don't think about, I turn it slowly once, then go back to the line. No reason to stop now, no reason to rush. It keeps getting shorter, I don't notice when. Just another line finished, then I start again. The shape keeps changing each time I adjust, fitting in my fingers a little less than before. I pause to shave it down, watch the point return. Wooden dust fall quietly onto the same spot. It feels almost the same, just slightly different now. I hold it closer in without thinking how. I don't check the time, it's somewhere else by now. The room stays as it is, nothing pulling me out. It keeps getting shorter, still I let it move line after line, fading into something new. The distance to the tip need the paper more than they used to. No signal, no shift, just a quiet change held between each line without being named. There's barely any left, still enough to use. I turn it one more time and follow through. Light comes through the window, spreading across the desk. The page looks easy enough, nothing pushing back yet. A soft breeze moves the corner of something left unread. I press it down without thinking and start from where I am. Everything feels open, nothing in the way. The lines come out more evenly than they did before. I don't think about it, I just let it move. The air stays clear around me, holding what I do. There's no need to adjust, no reason to step back. It stays the way it is, and I stay with that. The light shifts slowly sideways, losing some of its edge. Shadows start to gather around the same place. I pause a little longer between each line I write, not stopping, just changing the way I move through it. Something feels different, but not enough to name. I sit a little closer and keep it all the same. I don't break the pattern, I just follow through. The room feels slightly heavier than it did before. The lines take a bit longer to settle into place, but they still stay with me once they're down. A quiet sound begins somewhere past the glass, steady without asking to be noticed at all. I lean a little forward without knowing why, keeping everything inside this space. It doesn't interrupt me, it folds into the room. The sound keeps repeating in a softer way. I don't move away from it, I let it stay around. Mark after mark continues without a break. The window holds the pattern, the desk stays where it was. I finish one more line and follow into the next. Reaches the edge and doesn't continue on. The space that follows after stays exactly as it is. My hand waits for a moment, but nothing comes next. The words on the paper without leaving a mark. I hold it there a little longer than before, not stopping, not moving, just somewhere in between. Then it lifts without thinking, just lightly off the page. No signal, no decision, it happens on its own. The sound of it leaving is softer than before, like something settling into where it was. My fingers loosen slowly around what I was using. It stays between my hand, but not the same way now. The page doesn't change, it keeps what it holds. Every line's still there, just no more added. I shift back in the chair, just enough to notice the space around the desk, returning piece by piece. I don't reach to continue, I don't turn away. It stays right in front of me without asking for more. The quiet feels wider than it did before, filling in the places I wasn't aware of. A small sound somewhere moves through and fades. I follow it briefly, then let it go again. The pen stays in my hand, but doesn't move now. I rest it on the desk and leave it there.